Hello students, this is Govind sir and today we are starting our next topic of unit 5, that is ladder programming of PLC. Okay, so in this video we will discuss the ladder programming for logic gates, counter and timer. So let's start with the ladder programming. The ladder logic is the oldest programming language for PLC and it is well suited to express combinational logics. The main ladder logic symbols represents the element. Okay, so we have some ladder logic symbols. First one is NO symbol. It means normally open. When it is not pressed, then it work as normally open, or can say open circuited element, and it is used to make the contact. If we push the button, then it will create a contact, suppose like this. We have such push button, and when we press on, it is normally open one, but when we press this switch, when we press this button, then it make a contact. So this is called make a contact device and normally open. Another one is normally closed. This is normally closed, and it is used to break the contact. I will explain from the figure. Suppose we have this push button and this is already in contact. This is already in contact. And when we push this switch, or can say when we push this button, then it will break the contact. Okay, like this. It will break the contact. So it is called break contact. And so we have normally open and normally closed contact symbols. Okay, and third one is relay coil, that is used for output of the functions. Now let's start with the ladder logic for different logic gates. So we have AND gate and OR gate. Okay, so in this diagram you can see this image is shown in the figure. This logic is called ladder logic. Okay, and this is make for AND gate, and we know the truth table of AND gate. If both the inputs are high, then the output of AND gate will be high. So other rather we have off output for the AND gate if any one input is low. Okay, so now we can make it by ladder logic. So you can see here, now we will zoom it. This is the trail, this vertical line is trail, and this horizontal line is rungs, 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 and the vertical lines are trails. Okay, so for making the logic for AND gate, we are using two normally open switches. Okay, and then we have we have one output. If we press this A button, then it make contact. If only press A, then we have only one contact, and this is normally open. Okay, so there is no output for the circuit. Then if we press both the buttons, or can say we make the contact, then this this circuit will be completed and the output LED will glow. So this is the logic for AND gate. It means both the inputs have the high logic. Okay, or this is the contacts are normally open, but when we press the switches, then it will make contact. Okay, so very simple AND gate logic. And we have another OR gate logic. In the OR gate, if any one of the input is high, then output will be high. You can say from the truth table, any one input is high, then output will be high. So only off condition for OR gate output is both the inputs should be low. Okay, so it can be drawn in ladder logic by this logic. Then normally open switches are connected parallelly, and in the AND gate we are using series connection of normally open switches. And if any one logic gate is closed, then the output will be high. Either it will be A is closed and either B is closed. If both are closed, then also we have high logic. So this is related to OR gate ladder programming. Okay, now we have NOR gate and NAND gate programming. NOR gate, that is related to NOT plus OR gate. So it is similar to, it is just complement to OR gate. Okay, if both the inputs are high in the NOR gate, then the output will be off. If any one input is high, then output will be off. Okay, if both the inputs are low, then the output will be high. So for making the ladder or NOR gate, we are using normally closed switches. Okay, in the series, normally closed switches in the series, it means if we are not pressing these switches, then it also show a high contact, a high output. Okay, we are not pressing the switches, it means it is only already in normally closed situation, then it completed the, it complete the circuit. Okay, so the signal from this to can say the power from this terminal to this terminal will easily flow, and the output will be high. If any one button is pressed, then the contact will break. Okay, so the output will be 0 as it's shown in the truth table. Okay, so this is related to NOR gate. And next one is NAND gate. And NAND gate is just complement of AND gate. It means when both the inputs are high, then output will be low. So we are using normally closed switches in the parallel. It means when we are not pressing any switches A or B, then the output will be high, because this is normally closed, this is also normally closed, and it make a it is in contact. So when we push any of the switch, like we push the A button, then it break the contact, but B is in contact, that's why we will again get the output high. And similarly, if both the buttons are pressed, or we can say these contacts are broken, then output will be low. So this is all about the ladder programming of basic logic gates. Okay, so we can make for XOR, XNOR and other logic gates as well. Clear? Now we move to the counter in Delta PLC. We are using Delta PLC in the college, and we are using WPL soft for the programming, है ना? So we have some representation of counter in which CNT is written, that is used for showing that is counter, and S1 and S2 are, S1 is 16-bit counter number, and S2 is set value. 16-bit counter is classified in or can say there are different ranges for the counter. This is shown in this figure. Okay, so C0 to C111, it is 16-bit counting up. Okay, generally it is used for general purposes. Okay. And similarly further we have ranges from C11 to C127, that is for latched counters, and 32-bit counting also are there. But we have simple programming in the syllabus, so we can understand the basics from the logic of counter. And the S2 sets the value. It means the maximum range or maximum count that will be counted by this counter. So S2 set the range, and S1 is chosen as for 16-bit or 32-bit counting as for the different purposes. Okay. So we have logic, ladder logic for counter. So in the first figure, this is ladder logic counter. Okay. And you can see here, this is CNT, that is counter. C0 counter is used, and K3 it means it will count only 3 events. Okay. And we are using normally open for input, and the address will be given to the next normally open contact, and this is the output y0, and the third line is for end of the logic program. So when we start this ladder logic in the program, we set the value, we set on the x0 value. It means we are creating contact. Okay. So we set the set on the value of x0. X0 is the address for this contact, and then we can see the counting is started here. Okay. So this is counted how many times this button is pressed. So it is a counter, not a timer. So it is count number of events can occurred. Okay. So it is a mid snap for running counter. Okay. So it is when 2 times it is set on, then the counting is it is shown K2, and when it is completed, it means it counted all the 3 events. Then this LED will show this is also high, because the C0 achieved its range, or can say its value, maximum value, and then the output will be high. Okay. So when it counted all the 3 events, then it will be high. So this is all about the counter ladder logic. And next we will move to the timer in Delta PLC. Similarly to counter, almost similar, we have timer. We can say here TMR, this is used for timer, and S1 it is timer number, and S2 is set value. Similarly we have different ranges of timer: 100 millisecond timer, that is T0 to T63, and 10 millisecond timer, that is T64 to T126. Similarly we have different timers. And as to set the value, it means how much time will it count. Okay. Now move to the ladder logic of counter. It is timer logic. Okay. This is timer logic. Now you can see here normally open contact, normally closed contact, and this is the output y0, and the parallel combination of two normally open contact, and this is called latch programming. Okay, this is called latch programming. And the address of output will given to the next normally open contact, and we are connect it to a timer, in which you can see the timer T0 is used, and the it will count 100 milliseconds. Okay, and the counting will show in this K0 to K100, and this red font shows the counting goes on. So for starting the counting, timer counting, now let's set the value of x0. When we set the value of x0, then this circuit is completed, then the output of y0 is on, and this address will is already present here, then this is already closed, and this line is in contact with timer, so timer start the counting. So it is the snap of in between running status. So we can see that k equals k is 65. It means 65 milliseconds is already counted. When it reaches to 100, then we have output like this. You can see here this LED goes on when it reaches is maximum range, that is K100. Okay, and when it is completed, then the output Y1 is high till uh, it will be high at when it reaches K100. So this is the last line, that is ending of ladder logic. So this is all about the timer in PLC. Okay, now we have some applications of PLC. Wherever automation is desired, the PLC are best suited to meet the task. Few examples of industries where PLCs are used: robots, manufacturing and control, car park control, train control station system, food processing, material handling, machine tools, conveyor system, etc. So there are number of applications, wide applications of PLC in industries. Okay, and in this video we have discussed ladder programming for logic gates, counters and timers, and we have some remaining topic of unit 5th, that is related to case studies. So that will be covered in next video. Okay.